Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the professional series. We're now at chapter 3 of the series, and in this chapter we'll be learning how to customize the format of your pivot charts, how to synchronize the overall format with your current presentation layout so that it's in sync with your overall presentation deck. Okay, so there's a lot jam-packed in this chapter. We're going to be learning as well what are the key important tips, what are key important elements to take note of when you want to make your chart look professional. Okay, so let's dive right in. Right now what you're looking at is the pivot table that we have drawing of the entire data set that we have been working on this while. So at this pivot table, first you want to create your pivot chart. So click insert, click recommended charts, and just click one of the pivot chart you have here. So I'll just go to the histogram. Say your overall presentation layout is in gray, all right? You're working for a company, the overall brand that has a gray tone to that. Now, if your company's overall brand and layout is already in gray in color, then perhaps you might want to synchronize your chart to look grayish as well. Now, first thing, let's quickly just remove the fill buttons, because usually Excel will have these fill buttons by default showing. So just click on fill buttons and have that removed. Now, you want to create a gray format to be in sync with the overall style. So click on format chart area, click on solid. Straight away you can select the colors here. You want to go for a darker gray, you can go for a darker gray. You want to go for a lighter gray, you can go for a lighter gray as well. Okay, I'll just go for a lighter gray. I want to have a nice touch to that, so I'll add on a little bit of gradient. I'll do some of the preset gradients so that, you know, it's a little bit lighter at the top, and then as you go lower it's a little bit darker here. So just create and tone this a little bit darker, yeah. So there's a kind of a gradient format. Now, next thing is the font color, changing it from gray to more black. So click on the overall chart, font color, click on black. Now, take note that you can also synchronize the font in your chart by just click on the overall pivot chart. You can also do that by, you know, having a customized format on different aspects of the chart. Like for instance, the labels. Maybe I want to unbold it. Maybe I want to downsize the labels, the legend, sorry, and I want to bring the legends on the top side. So just go to design, go to chart element, go to legend, and bring it to the top. So now it's looking at the top. I also want to unbold the side axis. So just click Ctrl B on your computer, or you can just click on the B button here. Okay, let's say there's too many zeros here as well. I want to get rid of the zeros. Very simple. Just click on format axis, display units, just go straight to millions. That's done there. Okay, now you can actually make it look even more professional by having the data labels showing at the top, so that it's clear what is the exact sales volumes you're seeing for 2015 versus 2016. So just click on design, click on chart element, click on data labels, and click how you would want to show the data labels. Now, I usually go for outside in, so it's very clear. It's just showing right at the top how the numbers are looking at. You can also make it look larger so that it's clearer. Now, one thing about having a professional looking chart is that you want the information to be clear. So very often I will also incorporate chart title, so then it's very clear what this chart is saying, right? So go to design, go to chart element, go to chart title, and just have it above chart. Okay, say you would want to show the sales volumes comparison, laptops versus smartphones. Okay, and I just want to delete, reduce the size so that it's looking a little bit cleaner. It's looking a bit bigger, like that. Even for the minor axis lines, you can also change it to look perhaps black, and then you want to make it a little bit transparent, maybe 90, and also change the dash to be dotted lines. Yeah. Okay, even for the colors of your column bars, you can also change it. Let's say I want to do red versus black, right? Can just go on red, and you can just change it to, so red versus blue, maybe red versus blue. Yeah, there you go. Even for the gaps here, you can also change it. format data series and series overlap, just put 0. There you go. It's in line with one another. Now, if you want to just add a bit of fancy fill to that, go to the fill. Instead of doing a solid fill, you want to do a gradient fill. That's what you can do as well. So I like to use, you know, sometimes I just go for the linear, and then I will change it. Let's say I change to the different tones of red. I can just remove this, bring it down, change this to a slightly lighter tone. There you go. You can even select different styles of red as well. You want to go even lighter, you can do it. You can mix and match. You can go darker as well, darker to the top. Yeah, same thing for the blue one. You can do that as well. Maybe just go with you can start with a preset blue, darker blue, and then just tone it down accordingly. Just go for blue linear, and it starts from the top. Change this to a darker blue, and then just fade it down a little. Yeah. Okay, so all in all, it's very simple. If you want to just underline this, it's also very easy. Just underline, and it becomes professional looking. There. So how long did that take? That took only a few minutes, and you can customize the format and style of your chart to look very professional. If the scheme of your presentation deck is not in gray but maybe in light blue, you can also change that. Go to solid, change it to a light blue version. You can even add gradient to that and change the preset gradient from gray to a lighter blue. You know, lighter blue like that. You can add. There you go. That is perhaps more in line, more in sync with a style that is of a lighter whitish blue format. And that's pretty much about it. You know what are the key elements of a chart. The font is very important, the colors are very important, as well as the overall message. Use a pivot chart layout that best express the information that you want to be sharing. So in this case, we're comparing the sales volumes of laptops versus smartphones for 2015 and 2016. So just a simple histogram chart format would be able to serve this purpose. Okay, so that's it for this chapter. I hope that it's been very helpful. Let's quickly wrap this up and move on to the next one.